Okay, so now that we've made this, so this is still a live Boolean. So there's a, if we turn on just this shape, it's that, and it is cut by, let's turn the live Boolean off. It's cut by this shape, which is here, like this. And so it's cutting it right across there, and it's doing this, right? And the question now is, how do we get this and make this real topology? Make this topology we can use, and we can crease this edge and, you know, do what we want with it. And so, so let's turn this back around the way we had it. All right. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn off. Let's see what we do. Actually, let's try leaving it that way with the, what I was contemplating was turning off the smoothing for the dynamic subdivision. So we would do that. But I think we probably, let's just do one. And we'll leave the thickness like that, and we'll just say apply. And that will make actual, that'll make actual geometry from the thickness and from the smoothing. And now we want to make the Boolean its own thing. All right, so we say make Boolean mesh. And it makes it as a new subtool. So let's come over here. And so this is our new Boolean subtool. Pretty cool. And I don't really need these to be different polygroups. So I'm gonna make all that one polygroup. And I just did that by hitting Control W, hiding it, just making Control W. We do want the cut edge, obviously, to be its own polygroup. And we want that creased. And so I've got a shortcut for creasing. It's Alt, I think it's Alt G is what my shortcut is. So creasing, crease polygroup right there. And I have it set up. And you can see if you, once you set key commands, you can see it in the pop-up right there. You can see what your Alt G. All right, and now we are ready to, I wonder if I could make, I think there's a way to stroke. I wonder if I got ZRemesher guide and I said stroke by, let's see here. Creased edges, that's it. Let's see if that does it. So basically what I did was, oops, let's undo that. I missed a polygroup. So this is supposed to be part of this polygroup. So, all right, so now we're gonna do, and we already creased it, so we have to basically redo our creasing. So we're gonna say uncrease all, and we're gonna say crease polygroup, and then we're gonna come in here, and we're gonna do, yeah, frame mesh. Yep, that's it. And I don't know if that really helps. I can never make those things work, but let's see here. Say keep groups, so you get a cut edge and the rest of it. And so we're going to say, and we might have to go back and turn the polygon count to same. I'm not sure. It takes a little bit of, yeah, so that's not what we want. Let's do same. And because it doesn't have enough polygons to make all these complex shapes. It's a, you know, it's a delicate thing. You don't want to have too many. It's not useful if you have too many. That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good. So it did a little something a little funny in here. We might be able to clean some of that up. Might not even need to, but we probably would want to. That's pretty good. I think we should do it. All right, so I'm going to try to go through and clean these up. And I don't know the right way to do this. I've never taken a class in it. So if I'm doing this the wrong way, please email me and tell me that. So what I would do is I would come down here and delete that one and delete this, and I would split this one, or I would insert an edge in this one so I can bridge across here. And then I would just bridge across here like this. And that hides that end-gon down there where no one can see it. All right, so now we would bridge across here. Oops. And we're going to do this. Uh-oh, something happened. Somebody broke something. All right, so why do we have one? Okay, I see what's going on. So we have two polygons across here, and so what we want to do is come over here, figure out where the malfunction is, and it's right there. Delete that polygon, delete this one too, and we're going to split. We're going to do the same trick here. Insert, and then bridge. I don't know, maybe this is... Someone who actually knows how to do this would probably do it a different way, but this is how I'm going to do it. All right, I'm going to do insert. And actually, let's see here. Yeah, so these all have one. Yeah, so we need to have one. We'll probably go back and add another one in here. And bridging would have done the same thing. Okay, so now we are come over here. Oops. Oh yeah, see how that point right there, that would cause problems when you went to make a UV map. This will UV map much better. That is pretty good. We can come in here and fix some of this stuff. I don't know about fixing it, but we can come in here and do something with it. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut all this stuff out. Rather than try to fix it. And we need to have a bunch of polygons in here that all go across. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I doing this right? That's a lot. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I lost count. Let's just add a bunch and we'll take away what we don't need. That's my dog playing with a toy in the background. I apologize if that's distracting. There you go. Yeah, that's a ticket. Oops. I don't know what happened there. I want the undo move camera function in ZBrush. That's what I want. All right. Extrude this up. Extrude thing, I haven't really figured out exactly how to, that's not what I want. That will do. Okay, that will work. And we can flatten, these will all need to, the entire cut edge will need to be flat, and we can fix that later on. So it looks like I guessed, and I got it. I need one more. I need one more in there. Yes, I know this is silly, but. And then we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to insert an edge right in the middle. And we're going to bridge across here. Oops. See what I mean? You can't undo that. You just got to re-navigate back to where you were, which is annoying. Oh my God, what am I going to do with that? How about close hole? You're never going to see it. Let's just do that. All right, so let's see here. Everything else okay? I think the rest of it made it into quads for the most part. There's one little funny thing right there, which we could probably fix if... So we would insert. And then bridge from here to here, from here to here. Oops. I need one more insert in there. Same thing. You're not really going to see these, so maybe we can get away with that. All right. Yeah. I think that's going to do it. All right. That looks pretty good. Pretty nice. And the only other thing I would do is I would come back and add, I don't think we can add a polygroup. I can't imagine that this is going to work. Is that going to work? Normally there's an n-gon somewhere along the edge or some kind of funky thing or a hole or something, and it won't. It looks like it's going to do it. And what this does is, this way with Nick, Nick is the one who's going to render this. And if I make this and he just puts it in, he can just put it in a hypernerve if it has the edge loops in the right place, and it will soften it a little bit, but not too much. And I just know that that's what we want from the, I think it's going to work. That's amazing. It got such good edge loops. And so see how this is raised up a little bit? We're going to fix that in a second. We're going to pretend like that. See, that's what I was talking about. I was surprised that it would, see how when I try to add an edge loop, it won't go all the way around. It's because of that. And we have a couple of options here of how to fix that. Let's see here, let's do it this way. Yeah, this can be the same thing we're going to do. We don't really have to do this, but I think it makes sense. I put inset, I want insert, and then we're going to bridge across here. Nope, we're going to bridge, sorry, we're going to bridge across here. And then we're going to insert, no, insert. And then we're going to bridge or extrude, it doesn't matter, they really do the same thing, I think. I think they do, I don't know. I mean, it seems like you can go from one point, there you go, from one point to another point and it would do it, but I don't know. I don't know. And so now when you try to put in those edge loops, it will work. It's the kind of thing when you do it, you need to go around and inspect the model and make sure it didn't jump somewhere and do something odd. But that's pretty much it. And so this will now UV map and do all kinds of stuff. Okay, so let's get this, make this flat and turn perspective off. And you can't see it. If you wanted to see it, well, no, you couldn't do that. You just have to, this is how I flatten it. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. I center the gizmo to the poly group. I reset its orientation to 0, and then I just take this green slider and drag it down. I got to clear a mask, and you can see that little bit right there is disappearing. And it's the kind of thing you just do it until it's pretty good. No, be quiet. Sorry about the barky dog. And we can come through here and smooth this a little bit. And as long as, if you smooth it with, if I hide this polygroup and smooth it, it will just smooth up to the edge and it won't smooth the edge. If I show all the polygroups and I go to smooth it, it will round those edges out, and we don't want it to do that. So I hide them and I do this, and like this one's sticking out a little bit, I could just move that back in and eyeball it. And I make sure I'm straight up and down, or I'm looking at it straight from the top. And that's it. That one's ready to go. Oh, I'm going to crease those polygroups again, so when I save it, if I need it again, they're already creased. And that is that. And I can fill this with a little bit lighter color. Fill this with a little darker color. And render it. That's it. So that's it.